Andrew, good morning. How are you, mate?
Great, thank you. How's yourself?
Well, thank you. We're here to talk business.
Yeah, specifically marketing today. I'd love to talk about that.
Okay, so with so many options, especially given the social media platforms, where on earth does one start?
Oh, you're right. It's overwhelming. Social media, and even within social media, Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, just goes on and on. And you got referrals and networking, and I tell you what's changing the game in this space, and this is something I'd love to drive home today, is also AI. So
You've mentioned that the last 5 weeks now. I'm starting to think you're a bit of a convert here to AI.
Tell you it's not going away. Yeah, the robots are coming.
Yeah.
I think we always have to start with a plan with our marketing. So any good strategy starts with a plan. If we want to win the game, let's come up with a game plan. It doesn't have to be that extensive. I've got a 10-minute marketing plan that I just work through people with, and you really just want to know, who are my people and where are they hanging out?
I suppose one big question people start off with is, how much is this going to cost me? It's going to cost, that is a reality, but how much should you be spending on marketing?
It's a really good question. It doesn't have to cost a fortune, depending on where you are at in your business and what type of business you have. But a rule of thumb is around about that 2% of your total revenue. So if you're $1 million business and you're humming along, you probably should be spending around $20K on your marketing a year. Yeah, okay. And it's just, where do you spread that, right? You want to spread it. You don't want to put all your eggs in one basket. You want to spread it across a whole lot of different strategies.
Interesting. A lot of people, this is probably the first time a lot of people have heard that. Because it's hard, you go into business and you just do the do. But when it really, break things down like that's quite interesting. So what if a business doesn't have a big marketing budget? Where do they start?
Yeah, that's a really good question. Like you say, you can go blow $20,000 on a website real quick. So I always love to look closer to home first. We have a surprising amount of arsenal in the tool belt without us even realising it. And often if you don't have a huge marketing budget, I'll quite often just start with, let's say, your accounting software. Did you know that in there is a record of every single person you've ever sent an invoice, Lee? It's surprising. And you can go in there and you just remind all those people that you still exist. And another really good one is your phone contacts. I was surprised. I've got about 3,000 contacts in my phone just from a lifetime of looking and networking and all that sort of thing. You can actually export all that.
Wow.
And start to sift through it, and you go, hey, look, there's every person that I've ever had a conversation with. Who shall I remind that we exist?
I think that's quite timely, being the end of financial year. I think a lot of us were starting to get text messages from places that we had purchased products from over the last 12 months saying, hey, we're here, we've got sales on.
That's right. If you're not reminding your customers you exist, somebody else is.
Now, have you got an example from a business that you've worked with?
I have actually been working with, this one's actually a butcher that I work with, which is, I have a real big variety of businesses that we come across, but this one in particular, they, over the years and years, have just relied on business coming to them, and they just noticed that this winter, things weren't quite as busy as they used to be. They are usually booked out, 4 or 5 months ahead, and they found they only had 3 or 4 weeks work ahead of them. So we actually just, as simple as, let's go back through every customer you've ever dealt with in the last 2 years, and let's just give them a call. And they're now actually booked out all the way through to spring.
So something as simple as that.
Yeah, and they didn't spend any money on marketing. It was just their time and actually going back through and reminding everyone that we're still here.
But as we've addressed before, time is money.
That's right. Yeah.
So what's the lesson from our chat today for business owners listening at the moment?
The big one for me today, and I'm going to say the AI word again, but is that shift in how people are actually looking for your business. There's a huge change in behavior. So once upon a time, we were always trying to optimize for our Google searches, and people have Google business campaigns, and you spend a lot of money trying to rank up that top page of Google. Well, now people, it's about a 25% decrease this year in people just searching on Google itself.
That's crazy.
It's crazy, yeah. So just ChatGPT and all of these platforms. This is the scary part though, Lee. People who are actually searching on Google, it actually gives them the AI response now. I don't know if you've noticed it, but at the top, it'll give you the answers.
Yes.
Yeah, so there's actually a 70% reduction in people going from there to a website, because they're getting the answers they want from AI, right? So you can spend all this money on a website.
Thank you, Google Summary.
Yeah, she's done. Yeah, so it's just so important in how AI works, is it's looking for all these different areas for its information. It's looking for blogs, it's looking for YouTube, there's platforms like Reddit, LinkedIn. Yeah. So you really have to think about how you spread your information across these different platforms so AI can find you.
We have come a long way since the days of making sure we make the phone book.
It's the yellow pages. They got they're pretty skinny now.
Let your fingers do the walking.
Yeah,
the slogan.
That's exactly right. Well, the thumbs are doing the walking now. Yeah.
Andrew Savage is our business bloke. Mate, if we want to find out more about optimising our business, where do we go?
You can find me at savagestrategy.com.au on the internet. I'm the business bloke on LinkedIn. You can actually phone me. I've got a pretty easy number to remember. It's 04 999 555 24. You can just flick me an SMS if you want.
Andrew Savage is our business bloke, mate. Great to see you again, and we'll do it again in a week.
Yeah, that's a great idea. Let's do that.
Boom.
Cool.